is to order. And as we just heard, we're being audio and video recorded. Laura, would you call the roll, please?
Sure. Councillor Moulton,
Here.
Councillor Labarge,
Here.
Councillor Dobbs.
Here.
As Councillor Moulton said, Quaverly Rothenberg isn't here, but could possibly be going to join us.
Thank you. Is there any public comment? Laura, do you see anybody waiting in the waiting room?
No.
Okay, then there is no public comment. We have minutes of our last meeting, which I appreciate Laura providing for us. Did everybody have a chance to review them?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Okay, great. I have just one minor amendment. It is in the second to last paragraph before new business. It's about the assignments for today's meeting. And it is Councillor Moulton and Councillor Dobbs volunteered to interview Kelsey Socha Bishop and Martha Hoppin, respectively. It's the reverse. I interviewed Martha Hoppin and Councillor Dobbs interviewed Kelsey. So if you would just make that one change. I would look for a motion then to approve the minutes with that one amendment.
Yes, I'd make a motion to approve the minutes with the change of amendments.
And I will second that.
Okay, thank you very much. Further discussion? Laura, roll call vote on approving the minutes of August 4th with one amendment.
Councillor Moulton.
Yes.
Councillor Dobbs.
Yes.
And Councillor Labarge.
Yes.
Okay, minutes are approved. Three positive votes. Next up, we have the three new appointments that we just spoke about that were assigned at our last meeting. And we'll hear first from Councillor Dobbs about Kelsey Socha Bishop, who is being appointed to fill a vacancy on the Arts Council.
Yes, and thank you, Councillor Moulton. And yeah, so I was actually curious about the pronunciation of Kelsey's last name, so I asked her, and it is, according to her, her last name is Saha Bishop, which I thought was
Saha Bishop.
Yeah, I thought that was a very interesting pronunciation.
Well, thanks for correcting me.
Of course, yeah. I was curious too. So okay, yeah. So it was such a pleasure to speak with Kelsey Saha Bishop last Thursday over Zoom to discuss her hopeful appointment to the Northampton Arts Council. Kelsey moved to Northampton 5 years ago when her wife got a job as a librarian at Forbes Library. The two of them loved the vibe of the area and decided to choose Northampton as their new home. As a writer and visual artist, particularly a theater artist doing costume design and stage management, Kelsey says that she believes in getting involved in community. Being a recipient of their newsletter, Kelsey had been keeping up with the activities of the Arts Council and decided to apply. Since then, she's attended meetings as an observer, gaining a broad sense of grants that they're managing, as well as many of the great events hosted by the Arts Council, such as the Transformance, which is the amazing annual music festival, which is actually happening tomorrow at Pines Theater. So, according to Kelsey, in her own words, it's great to see what folks on the Arts Council are doing. Kelsey expressed interest in, quote, all of it, in particularly visual art, theater, and literary art. And she says that she's also just curious to be a part of it, to work with cool and talented artists. She believes strongly and hopes strongly that her state and national grant work experience as a librarian will help in the work that she would like to do with the Arts Council. In Kelsey's own enthusiastic words to describe grant work, it's fun, with an exclamation point. In her creative pursuits, Kelsey has published a novella of speculative fiction about birds and the end of the world, which I thought was very impressive that she published her own novella. And she also took part in a painting that the Arts Council once sponsored, a project called the Tiny Art for All. Kelsey is a very active member of Northampton's thriving arts community, which is why I make a motion for a positive recommendation of Kelsey Saha Bishop to the Northampton Arts Council.
And I'll second that.
Thank you. Thank you, Counselor Dubbs, for that very thorough interview. And we have a motion for a positive recommendation on Kelsey Saha Bishop, seconded by Counselor Labarge. Any further questions or discussion? All right, roll call, Laura, on a positive recommendation.
Counselor Labarge,
Yes.
Counselor Dobbs,
Yes.
and Counselor Moulton.
Yes. Okay, we have three votes, three affirmative votes on a positive recommendation for Kelsey Saha Bishop to fill a vacancy on the Arts Council. That will go to the full City Council for this Thursday's meeting, August 21st. Also to the fill a vacancy on the Arts Council is Luke Cavagnac, and that was Councilor Labarge who interviewed Luke.
Yes. I had a very interesting talk with Luke Kavanaugh. Wonderful, wonderful gentleman. I asked him, what brought you to Northampton, Mass? He was born here in 1973. After college, he came back because I loved the area. I lived in Amherst and then East Hampton for a while, but I keep coming back. It's a pretty good place to be an artist. And I told him I agree with him on that. I asked him, what do you know about the Arts Council? They help promote public art events like trans performance, boosting the visibility of local artists and bringing people together to experience creative endeavors. And I agreed with him on that statement. We need more volunteers who feel like Luke does, and the people who are applying on the Arts Council. They all have a vision, which is a wonderful vision for our city of Northampton. Anyways, I asked him, what interests you in an appointment to the Arts Council? He said, I want to see more art everywhere. And I think we're starting to see that happening. And to have all the people in and around our community understand its value in making life worth more living. And I agree with that. Is there a particular issue you are interested in working on? I want to promote, this is what Luke is saying, I want to promote the idea that one can earn a living as an artist, and also that anyone can make art no matter what they call themselves. Mostly, I just want to help people understand one another through creative experience and the appreciation of art, which I feel any person alive is capable of doing. And I agree with that statement 100%. And I asked him about his background. He said, I call myself a painter. I've been making art my whole life and selling it on and off for most of his life. What work or life experience do you have that is relevant to the role? Established my studio/gallery, The Invisible Fountain, in 2003, which I have tried to turn into a space filled with paintings where people can come for the inspiration, enjoy art together. I have also painted signs and murals and had expositions all over, mostly in Western Mass area. I have created over 6,000 different paintings. I feel that we couldn't ask for a greater volunteer of his service, along with what we just heard Councilor Dubbs say, is that's what makes our arts so beautiful in this city and motivated. I would like to make a positive recommendation for Luke Kavanaugh to be appointed with a positive recommendation to full City Council. Thank you.
I'll second that. And if I could add that I have bought multiple pieces of Luke's art and it's hanging on our wall in our living room. So
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
beautiful artwork.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I was so enthusiastic, I forgot to turn my audio back on. Counselor Dubs, I think I possibly see some hanging above your shoulder.
Oh, this is actually, I'm not in my own house right now, but yes.
Okay, well, it's nice art anyway.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Councilor Barge,
You're
for
welcome.
that thorough interview. Thank you, Councilor Dubs, for attesting to his artistic uh, 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 qualities by having some of his art in your living room. And I
Thank you.
agree with Councilor Barge that uh, the two artists who we're recommending be appointed to the Arts Council will bring a lot of not only their own talent and experience, but also a great vision for what the arts should mean to Northampton. So I appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
So we have a positive recommendation, a motion for a positive recommendation for Luke Cavagnac, made by Councilor Labarge, seconded by Councilor Dubs. Any further discussion? Laura, roll call, please.
Councillor Dobbs,
Yes.
Councillor Moulton,
Yes.
and Councillor Labarge.
Yes.
Okay, we have 3 affirmative votes for a positive recommendation for Luke Cavagnac's appointment to the Arts Council. That will also go to the City Council this Thursday, August 21st, for approval. Finally, tonight we have the recommendation of the appointment of Martha Hoppin to fill a vacancy on the Historical Commission. And I talked with Martha. She has lived in Northampton for 47 years. She is an art historian by profession. She grew up in Michigan, attended the University of Michigan for her undergraduate work, received a doctorate in art history from Harvard, came to this area to take a job as a professor of art history at UMass Amherst, starting in 1974. She held that job until 1982. She then became curator of American arts at the Springfield Art Museums for 13 years until 1995. Following that, she was a guest curator at a number of museums in New England, the Fitchburg Art Museum, the Mount Holyoke College Museum, the New Britain Museum of American Art in Connecticut. She's also published, and she continues to publish while she's retired from her other jobs as a curator and as a professor. She continues to publish articles on American artists in art journals. She's a former board member of Historic Northampton, where she curated shows. She has a particular interest in landscape paintings, and she described in great detail one show that she produced about views from Mount Holyoke, the actual mountain, not the college, as expressed by a number of American painters. And in terms of her interest in serving on the historical commission, obviously she brings a wealth of experience as an art historian. She's taught, as part of that, taught architecture, but she has a particular interest in helping to take inventory of the artifacts that exist in a community like Northampton and really deciding what should be preserved. So that's what led her to apply to take this position on the Historical Commission. So for those reasons, I make a positive recommendation. I make a motion that we have a positive recommendation for Martha Hoppin's appointment to the Historical Commission.
I second it.
Okay, any questions, comments? Okay, we have a motion for a positive recommendation made by me, seconded by Councilor Labarge. Roll call, please, Laura.
Councillor Dobbs,
Yes.
Councillor Moulton,
Yes.
and Councillor Labarge.
Yes.
Okay, we have 3 affirmative votes for a positive recommendation on Martha Hoppin's appointment to fill a vacancy on the Historical Commission. That also will go to the City Council this Thursday, August 21st, for a vote. Now, we come to our scheduling our September meeting, and every year we have to come up with an alternate date because the first Monday in September is always Labor Day,
Yep.
which we don't meet on. I am proposing that this year we meet on the following Monday, which is September 8th. And I believe that we will need to meet because my understanding through an email communication from Director Mish is that there is an order being filed for this Thursday's agenda by Attorney Seawald that has to do with the road design, the road layout, I should say, the road layout on Main Street. And we've done one of these this term. It was last year and it involved a road down by Arcadia Wildlife Sanctuary. It's a pretty, it's a pretty standard hearing that has to be held, but it's generally been handled by city services.
Mhm.
So I don't have any further details on that, and I don't think, Laura, that you've seen the actual order yet from Attorney Seawald. Is that correct?
I just got it 45 minutes ago. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's confirmed. He just sent it to me. And actually, I forwarded it to you and Marissa and Alex.
Okay.
So we do have
Okay, so
it now.
there was some discussion about whether it should be a joint hearing with legislative matters. I think that still has to be resolved, but at any rate, as long as, I know Council Labarge is available September 8th, is that meeting date okay with you,
Yep,
Councilor
so far.
Dubs?
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
Yep. Mhm.
At this point, we'll plan on a 5 o'clock meeting on September 8th. More details will be available Thursday night at the council meeting about this order involving the layout of Main Street.
And this is
And
in person, correct?
yes,
Okay.
a hearing will be held in person, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
Okay,
okay. And so, Laura, if you would put that on the city calendar, please.
I sure will.
Thank you. All right, is there any new business?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, well, I appreciate you're all coming for 18 minutes today. I know it's a beautiful summer day out there. But I did want to get all of these appointments to the council so that we're now all up to date. We're caught up, and I appreciate that. So thank you. And I think now would be an appropriate motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay, Council Labarge has moved to adjourn, seconded by Councilor Dubs. Roll call, please, Laura.
Sure. Councilor Moulton,
Yes.
Councilor Labarge,
Yes.
and Councilor Dubs.
Yes.
Okay, unanimous vote to adjourn, and I will see you all on Thursday. Thanks very much.
Great,
Bye,
thanks a
everybody.
lot.
Yeah,
See you then.
bye-bye.
Laura,
Have a
Bye.
good evening.
yeah, Laura, now you can go take care of your son.
Yes, I'll go check on him.
Okay,
Have a good evening.
thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.